This is the ABQ Business Podcast with your host, Jason Rigby. Each week we'll interview visionary business leaders to inspire the creative power and spirit that's in every entrepreneur. Discussing strengths, weaknesses, strategies, systems, and the problems we can all solve together for a new future for local small business.
Hey guys, just did a new post on Instagram to talk about digital marketing in a crisis. Google came out with some things, Facebook came out with some things. We know Snapchat came out with a video on it. We have all these digital marketing opportunities. We have YouTube and live events going on. We've got a lot of stuff that's happening right now, and we're in this crisis. And I love what everybody's using, shared reality. And I love the word reality, because what this means is what is going on right now, what may happen for the next few weeks, few months, this year for 2020 is the reality. Putting your head in the sand and hoping that you get a different outcome and then doing business as usual, or waiting and trying to be patient in this new reality is not going to work. You've got to pivot, you've got to adjust, you've got to be adaptable, you have to be flexible, and you have to say, my business is this. How can I respond in the new reality? I'm going to get ultra practical today. I want to use some of what Think with Google. They have a think tank at Google. They talked about marketing. I'm going to use their paper that they sent out here. I think it was yesterday. I'm going to use that, but I want to get ultra practical because I'm getting a lot of people that are talking to me about what to do in this situation with their business. Just got a DM from a friend of mine who owns a carpet cleaning company. And I was telling him, could you go in the evenings and in the middle of the night and sanitize and deodorize? Do you have product that would sanitize and deodorize the carpet? Is there a way that you could do certain things with the furniture or wherever it may be, hard surfaces, where you could go in and you could do that? And I know a lot of businesses would pay for that. And I encourage you guys, if that's something that you're looking at, DM me and I'll see if that's something that he can do. But there is a way to market. So what would happen? Well, he could be throwing out YouTube ads with the video showing the products and what it kills and what it does. He could be, YouTube ads are like 2, 3, 4 cents here in Albuquerque to run. He could run Facebook, Instagram ads. Facebook owns Instagram. So when you do a Facebook ad, if you hit automatic placements, it goes not only on Facebook Marketplace, not only does it go on all their huge ad network, but it also goes on Instagram posts and stories. You can put that if you have a horizontal and a vertical ad. You can run those. And guess what? People will see those. And I guarantee you, if you run them to business owners, they will see it. And I know there are businesses that are open out there, or that are open, half hours or whatever, that would be more than happy to have you come in and sanitize and clean. Let's talk about restaurants. And I had mentioned this before. If you have carryout, you need to be leading the charge for being local. You guys need to get together. These restaurants here in Albuquerque need to get together and not look at it as competition, but how can we together put our ad spend together? How can we get with the city? How can we get with the state? What can we do to create this coalition that is going to allow us to be able to put out menus online, socially, to put out what you can get for the hours and the pricing and carry out, and why you shouldn't use Uber Eats and why you should use our local drivers. I had talked to someone the other day, and I haven't heard of it. I'm a huge IPA drinker. I would 2 growler minimum, and you'll deliver. I would love that. But make 2, 3, 4 growlers. I'm sitting at home. Hey, why not? That would be something I would be interested in if they had a delivery driver, some local brewing company. You have to think out of the box, guys. You've got to think, what is next? What's going on with all of this? How can you respond? And I want to give you some insight. And I had shared this with a couple other people. Think about this. What is everybody doing? They're sitting at home on their phones, bored. And it's only going to get worse. Things around you are quiet. It's easier to make noise when things are quiet. So let me ask you something. How can you make noise where you can be sensitive to the situation that's going on at hand, but that you want to keep your business and your employees in place? How simple is it? I know there are a lot of essential businesses that are out there, like car dealerships with service department. You have to get your car serviced. How do people know that you're open? How can you display that? How can you put it out there? Collision repair shops. How do you let people know if they get in an accident that you'll have a clean vehicle to take them home in that's sanitized because they just got in an accident, and then you'll pick their vehicle up for them and take it to your collision shop? There's so many things that you have to think about, guys. You've got to think of ways that you can be creative right now in what is going on in this shared reality that is what it is. How you should have run your business last year is how you should be running your business now. All the things that you thought that you should be doing, but then you goofed off, you binge watched Netflix, you laid around, you were lazy, you didn't take care of yourself, you didn't take care of your family, you didn't take care of your business. So guess what? It's hit. It's time. It's time for you to step the fuck up and do what you need to do to accomplish the goals that you need to accomplish before you lose everything. There are people that are listening to this right now, and this may seem harsh, but I'm telling you right now, there are people out there that are fixing to lose their business. I loved it when I was in the Marine Corps and they were harsh when it was coming time to, you could die. If you don't look out at the person next to you and you don't take responsibility for yourself and what you need to accomplish, how would you like to be in a Navy SEAL team and one of the guys never exercise, never practice shooting, never practice anything, and just shows up and he's a nice guy, he's cool, but he has no idea what the hell he's doing because he hasn't done anything to better himself. He hasn't practiced. How would you like him on your team? Okay. Be self-aware. Put that on you. Now is the time, guys. Just as much as I'm telling you this, I'm kicking myself in the ass for things that I should have done last year, things that I know that I need to do better, and it's going to require even more work. Yeah, you may be sitting at home, but guess what? You have the ability to be able to go online. You have the internet. You have the World Wide Web to get your business out there. What can you do? Let's take a hard business. How about a remodeling business? A kitchen remodel. Who's thinking about that right now when they're home? But guess what? How can you get leads? What can you do to be able to set your business up so that if this virus gets under control a month from now, 2 weeks from now, 3 weeks from now, you can hit the ground running? What are some of the things that you can do to streamline your systems? What are deals that you can make with manufacturers right now that you can lock in some 2020 pricing so that you can get exactly what you need to get the price points down to encourage people to remodel their kitchens? Get a notepad out and start being creative and start writing. You're an entrepreneur. You know how to do this. You've got this. It's inside of you. It's inside of every single one of you. We can choose to just lay on the couch and goof off and be lazy and gain a bunch of weight and eat bad. Or we can be proactive for ourselves, our families, and our business, and the families that they support. That's a responsibility that I feel as a leader, and I hope that you do too. Because leadership is at its highest in a time of crisis. And I don't want you to get discouraged. I want to motivate you in this time. I want you to see the potential that you have inside of you, and that this is the greatest time that we have in a long time to show who we are, not just as Americans, but who we are as leaders and entrepreneurs. So I'm excited, guys, for this, because it's going to make me step up my game. And those that don't step up their game, that competition isn't competition anymore. It's irrelevant, because they're turning around watching the news and feeling sorry for themselves while I'm working my ass off to accomplish what I need to accomplish, because I will not let some stupid virus affect me. And I want you to, Peter Crone talked about this really interesting yesterday, released a video on YouTube. He said, it's not the virus that makes you fearful. It's the thoughts of it that make you fearful. He goes, right now, I want you to close your eyes. This is what he said. Right now, I want you to close your eyes. And I want you to think, if that virus was gone and that fear was removed, what would you feel like? And it's so interesting when I began to do that. I closed my eyes and I began to think, and I was like, okay, worst case scenario, I get the virus. Okay, they say I'm pretty healthy. I work out. It's probably be like a flu, which I had in January. I swear I had this thing before. Whatever. But think about it, guys. The worst case scenario is that. Next, what can happen? Okay, the economy is going to be shitty for a month, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe a year. We've had this before. We had a financial meltdown in 08, 09. We know how to survive in that. We have the maturity level. We're older. We're stronger. We're better. Let's figure this out. You know what I love, guys? Is that each of us have a special gift that we were created with that will enable us to accomplish what we need to accomplish. It's in you. And this is just going to help us to become more self-aware. And those that aren't, I can't help them. I have to focus on what I need to accomplish for the people that are under me. And if businesses go out of business because they're not willing to understand this new shared reality, then I feel sorry for them. But at the end of the day, I have to move forward and accomplish what I need to accomplish. And I encourage you guys to do the same. I got my notebook out today. Things that were bugging me, I wrote down. Things that I needed to do that were bugging me, I wrote down. You know what one of them was a window here. I had a window that was sitting next to the couch that was bugging me. It was just dirty. And I was like, I'm going to clean it. I'm done. Next. Get the things out of your head that's bugging you. The systems that you have in place, your marketing systems, the systems that you have in place for your business financially. Look at income. Where is it going to go? Who can you lay off? Who can you keep? Who are essential personnel? Write all this stuff down. Get it on paper, guys. Take one piece of paper, write out marketing. One piece of paper, write out financial. One piece of paper, write out systems and sales or whatever it may be. Write out all your systems that you have in place and then just start things that are bugging you, things that you think of. Be quiet. Don't have anybody around you and watch what happens. It's amazing. Well, I want to get into this article because I don't want to make this podcast. I don't want to go over 20 minutes. I probably will, but I try not to. I try to respect your guys' time. Think at a glance is Think with Google. And their question on this was, how do you respond when there's no more business as usual? And how do you move forward? And then what do you do when you have to rethink this whole new shared reality? And it was really interesting to me because they had 5 questions. I'm not going to read it, but you can go online and read it. Thinkwithgoogle.com. 5 questions to ask moving forward. And Joshua Spanier, Google's Global Marketing VP for Media, shares how his team there at Google are navigating Google campaigns through the COVID-19 outbreak. And 5 questions to guide you as you adapt your marketing efforts to a new reality. So question number 1, is this campaign right in a local market given the current context? Look at it. Don't be making fun of something. I mean, memes and jokes and stuff like that, but make sure you're tasteful with that. If you want to go in that direction, humor is always great. And I encourage people, especially if you can make a funny meme, with your business tag to it, do it, guys. And if people are getting I'm fixing to release a comedy episode here really soon, and I'm going to put a huge beware on it because I had a local comedian and she came in the studio and we had a ton of fun and a blast. And I love comedy. And I think if we can't make fun of the worst things that's happened to us in our life, then who are we? Really? It's amazing things that have happened in this world. We need comedy for relief. And if your guys aren't following like Brian Callen or Chris D'Elia or Brendan Schaub or Theo or all these great, Joe Rogan, all these great comedians. I love following them on Instagram and Twitter. The stuff that they're saying right now is hilarious. Whitney Cummings, all of them. Life is not this serious, guys. Let's have some comedy. Let's joke around. But if you get easily offended, do not listen to my next podcast. I'm going to let you guys know that right off the bat. Okay. 5 questions to guide you as you adapt in your marketing efforts to a new reality. Number 1, is this campaign right in a local market given the current context? Number 2, though we previously greenlit this campaign, is it still right for the context in the moment? Stop all your ads. All the ads that you have on Facebook, Instagram now, your YouTube ads, whatever you've got rolling, your Snapchat ads, stop them, pause them, and see what type of ad should I be running now. Obviously, if I'm going to have people come to my business, I want them to know that it's safe, that it's clean. And I hope you guys are doing that, stepping up and working a little bit harder, having your people, you or whoever wiping things down 5-6 times a day, whatever it may be, your showrooms, your place of business, whatever. You need to make sure that everything's clean. And then display that, show that in a video, put that out there, let people know. That's a piece of creative that you can do that's super simple. Let them know how you can help them do that. If I was housekeeping, I would have more business than there are people out there right now that would love to have their house sanitized and cleaned. And you can buy commercial disinfectant still. I've seen it. Everybody's buying Lysol and Clorox wipes, but they have commercial disinfectant. I would say, hey, not only am I going to clean your house, but I'm going to disinfect your whole house. We're going to mop your tiles, mop your floors with disinfectant. We're going to wipe every hard surface down. And it's going to be a little bit more, but here's the charge. Somebody that's doing that literally could kill it. Number 3, are all of the creative elements, tone, copy, visuals, keywords, placements appropriate and relevant in this new reality? Make sure the tone, you don't want to have an old ad. I saw one the other day, somebody was running, it was a car dealership, and they were pretending like, you could tell the ad was like 5 years old, like, come to, clearance price. It's just like, that's not where we're at right now, Doing something like, hey, I want to let you guys know we're open. Also, I want to let you guys know our service department, we're cleaning every vehicle. We're making sure that we're sanitizing them. If you don't want to take your vehicle into the service drive, we'd be more than happy to have our concierge service come pick your vehicle up. We will do your oil change, do your servicing, give you a call and text, let you know, and then we'll coordinate with you to bring your vehicle back sanitized. And one dealership here in Albuquerque, I'm working with them on the marketing side of things, Quality Mazda. They are doing that. And I think it's awesome. They're picking vehicles up, taking them back. Their sales department is wiping down vehicles twice a day, wiping down desks. They're practicing social distancing, and they're putting it out there. If you guys haven't seen it, it's qualitymazdanm.com. You can see their websites, the health and safety they have right up front. We built a lot of campaigns out for them. And you can follow them on Instagram, Quality Mazda NM. And I know they're on Twitter and all that because we've done a lot of marketing with them. But they're experiencing this new reality and they're adapting and overcoming and working in that direction. Make sure the tone, the copy, the visuals, the keyword placements, they're appropriate and relevant to this new reality. Number 4, what are the most relevant brands, products, or campaigns our media can support right now? And do we need to shift budgets to ensure business continuity? Some guys shift budgets. What does that look like? Shift your budgets. Maybe more people are watching the news now than ever, so you're going to run your commercials, on the news, and there's not sports going on very much anymore. Maybe it's inexpensive to run. Maybe you're not going to renew the billboard that you had, and you're going to throw more on TV. Maybe you're going to throw it on YouTube or Instagram. Maybe you want to get a younger buyer, a millennial that's 25 to 35, and so you're on Snapchat and running Snapchat ads. Whatever it may be, I encourage you guys to make sure that it's appropriate and relevant to the new reality and that you have continuity across it and that you're shifting your budgets accordingly. Just don't cut everything off. Get more nimble. And if you guys want more information on how to do this, you can let me know. I can put you guys in touch with some amazing experts that are handling this next level digital marketing. You can DM me. Just DM me. You can also, I rarely give out my phone, but I'm going to do that. My cell phone, if you guys have a question, it's area code 206-641-5569. That's 206-641-5569. That's my cell. You can text me. Would love to be able to, if you have a question or a concern or whatever, or you want somebody to look at, updating some campaigns for you guys, you let me know on that. But the most important thing that you can understand is, what ways can our brand and even our own media channels be helpful to people and businesses in the moment of need? That's the last, number 5. Like I said before, Quality Mazda, great client. They decided to team up with the radio station they're working with, the not-for-profit Radio 99.9, the Beat FM. They decided to team up with them and sponsor for local businesses like local restaurants or hospitality or whoever that are hurting, to let them pay for them to run the ads for free. So if they're a local, and you guys can do this right now if you're listening to this, you can get a hold of 99.9 the Beat FM here in Albuquerque, and they will run free ads for you as a business to help you go through this crisis, and Quality Mazda is sponsoring that. See, that is a great way. And then getting that message out there and letting everybody know, not only are you helping the community, but that marketing dollar that's being spent is going to turn around and help a small business owner, another business locally helping another business locally, and then marketing that's a win-win all the way around. That's a great campaign, guys. And those are the things that we can brainstorm and figure out together in your business. The CEO of Google said this is an unprecedented moment. It's important that we approach it with a sense of calm and responsibility because we have many people counting on us. I think having joyfulness, calmness, and being responsible is a great way to do your marketing from here on out in this new shared reality. And I want you guys to understand, I'm over my 20 minutes. I want you guys to understand we're here for each other. This is local business operating in a time of crisis. And how can each of us help each other out? Now's not the time to have a scarcity mentality. It's a time to have an abundance mentality. And to know that we as a city can get together and help each other out. Put aside all the differences, religion, politics, whatever it may be, and just say, hey, how can we as a city help each other out? How can we as business owners and business leaders help each other out? You guys self-promote each other. Maybe you have a friend that has a kitchen countertop refinishing, or a realtor or whatever. Put that on your guys' social media. Get active with each other. They share it, you share it, everybody share it. Share each other's stuff. Let people know if you have somebody that owns, a restaurant and they're still doing carry out or drive through and they're local, not some big franchise, but they're local. Hey, put that out there on your Instagram story. You guys, we need to help each other out in this time. We need to get our act together. We need to stop being lazy. We need to be proactive. All of us, including myself. When I say this stuff, guys, I'm talking to myself too. And we need to do what we should have done last year. This is a wake-up call. It's 2020, baby. Let's get it. Let's grow. Let's have abundance. And let's move in the direction that we know we have the potential.
Thank you for joining us on the Albuquerque Business Podcast. And thanks to our sponsor, RigbyDigital.com. Make sure to subscribe and share. And go to abqpodcast.com. Get show notes, resources, and links to everything we talked about today to help you navigate your journey as an entrepreneur and business owner.